Good day everyone, this is Alvin again from the Philippines and welcome to my top 10 best evening gown performances of 2024. Welcome! So this is already our continuation of our summary of 2024. So this time we are going to talk about the top 10 best evening gown performances of 2024. Again, considering only from the Big Six pageant. I would love to consider Miss Charm and Miss Cosmo, but I believe I'll just do that next year. But for this year, we'll be focusing on the Big Six pageant. So after watching all the performances of the evening gown, for Miss World, I don't think they have an evening gown round, so they were all excluded. For Miss International, they didn't have an evening gown round, but they have a final walk wearing their gown, so I considered that. So for the other four, everyone who competed at the final of the evening gown competition. So let's go ahead and talk about my top 10 favorites, starting with my number 10, Miss Earth Australia, Jessica Lange. The moment Australia came out, we can immediately tell that a big reveal was going to happen. And to me, it was worth it because the gown inside looked perfect. I mean, the color suits her and fits her perfectly. I love the details. Even if the gown looked overpowering, she has shown total command and control. Number 9, Miss International Bolivia, Camila Roca. I was just beyond amazed by how stunning she looked. We saw her in the evening gown during the speech round, and the final walk was just divine. I love the crystal details of the gown. Light blue with dark blue details look perfect on her, and even the crystal earrings match perfectly. This was such a standout look and presentation. Number 8, Miss Grand Myanmar, The Soon Yin. Myanmar always go all out in terms of her performances, but I honestly love this choice of gown because it brings that overflowing sweetness in her aura and personality. She looked absolutely stunning, and I always love how confident she was when she's on stage, and you know, I just love her flirtatious personality. Number 7, Miss Universe Peru, Tatiana Calmel del Solar. This was one of the most solid look and styling in the competition. The color works very well for her, the design isn't overpowering, and her styling was just so polished to perfection. It was quite disheartening when she didn't make it to the next round because to me, this look and presentation was absolutely on point. Number 6, Miss Universe Mexico, Maria Fernanda Beltran. She was giving Hollywood elegance and glam with the way she walked and the way she came out with that gown. This was a performance that solidified her as a solid contender. I love how the color perfectly matched her aura, and the moment she came out, you could immediately say, this is a strong performance. Number 5, Miss Grand Indonesia, Nova Liana. Indonesia always brings out the most beautiful gowns at Miss Grand International, and I could honestly say that this gown of Nova was my favorite gown from all gowns of Miss Universe Indonesia. I actually thought that she would make the top 5 because this look is top notch. I love the long dropped sleeves, the cut is amazing, and the combination of blue and gold details on the sheer fabric is absolutely mind-blowing. What a beautiful cut of the gown. The details were incredible. I also love her sweet and flirtatious pose in the end, and to be honest, I was really expecting that she would make it in the top 5, but nevertheless, this is still a standout look for 2024, clearly one of my favorites. Number 4, Miss Universe Venezuela, Eliana Marquez Pedroza. I was certainly in love with the gown choice. It is always an embrace of the classic vibe with a modern touch. I feel like the gown truly embodies her. It made her look taller, it emphasized her figure, and it gave her a commanding aura, and she carried it with so much class and sophistication. Number 3, Miss Grand India, Rachel Gupta. Honestly, I think her preliminary performance is much stronger than the finale performance, but of course, we're only considering only the finale performances, so I'm choosing this as for consideration. Honestly, the gown took me as a surprise because it was something I wouldn't expect, but it looked so beautiful. I love the gold details on top and in the bottom part of the dress. I also love how she gave a performance which isn't overpowering and just perfectly matched the elegance of her overall look. And I wasn't clear, I wasn't expecting on what pose she'll do because of course Miss Grand have this slow-mo move. So what she did was satisfying and I love it very much. Number 2, Miss Grand France sa Fiato Kabengeli. I personally love the design and the gown choice of France. I think I could easily list this gown as one of my favorite gowns at Miss Grand International ever. And one of my favorite overall looks and performances for sure. If you're looking for a commanding queen, this is what you're looking for. It gives sexy, it gives sassy, and it gives power vibes. I also love how flowy the train was because it has given some great addition to the performance. I just love this look very, very much. And the gown, oh my gosh, my favorite. But to me, the best evening gown performance of 2024 is number 1, Miss Grand Philippines, 𝐁𝐄𝐒𝐓. I know we were all unsure when she came out with that silver gown, but she just proved to us that she can give us a show with whatever gown she'll wear. She came out looking stunning and super confident. First, when she removed the train, I think that was a great addition touch to her performance to give some variety because the gown itself doesn't have so much. So I'm glad that she did that. But my goodness, this is why rehearsal is so important and constant practice is important because I would say her slow-mo moves, she has talked about it, that she rehearsed it. That slow-mo move was the best slow-mo move of the night. We could all argue about it, we could all talk about different favorites, but I could honestly say that CJ's slow-mo was perfection. I mean, I felt like the cape was paid, the camera was paid, the movement of the wind was paid, the slow-mo was paid because everyone did their job perfectly to make sure that everything will be captured amazingly. That was such a so good slow-mo move. I don't know what it is, and I know I wasn't the only one who felt the same thing because after that performance here in the Philippines, it was the most talked about evening gown performance. And to be honest, I was shocked as well because for the gown I don't have so much expectation, but oh my gosh, CJ just turned things around, and that's something that I would always be amazed to watch and be proud to see and talk about. So that's it. These are my top 10 favorite evening gown performances of 2024. So I would love to know your favorites and whether your favorite made it in the list or not, or who do you think deserves to be here. Don't forget to leave your comments below. Don't forget to give a thumbs up and share the video as well. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe because you'll be seeing more of these videos in the future. For now, thank you very much and have a wonderful day from the Philippines.